welcome back to BS Rambles. Today I want to talk to you about why you should play Burst Assassins. The heroes that I put in this category are basically stealth heroes. Zeratul, Valera, Nova, who's still my favorite hero in the game, and I might even stretch to put Kel'Thuzad into this group. What binds these guys together is their ability to delete enemy heroes. These heroes excel at doing burst damage, but they often come up short in other areas. But their excellence in that niche makes them great choices if you want to carry in Hero League. I'm going to go over why, how, and when this is the case. Since I already touched on it a bit, I'll start with the why. Why should you pick a Burst Assassin? Basically, if you're trying to take the game into your own hands, picking a Burst Assassin turns you into the linchpin on your team. The game rests on your ability to get picks. If you select Nova and you can't get deletions on high priority targets on the enemy team, then there's a good chance that you just caused a loss. But if you can be clutch, if you can get those picks, if every team fight starts with you deleting an enemy hero, then make no mistake about it, you are carrying this game. There are times when the game's at 23 minutes and I'm running around the map as Nova, knowing full well if I get caught out and die, I just threw the game away. But if I can find that pick or get into a good position to get a pick at the start of a team fight, then I just won the game for us. So again, why should you pick Burst Assassin? You should pick Burst Assassin because you are the win condition. The whole team's success hinges on your individual success. That level of non-reliance on your team to affect a game only exists for Burst Assassins. Now, I want to give a little disclaimer here because I'm convincing everyone to start picking these heroes, but these heroes, especially Nova, who I kind of consider to be the kingpin of this niche, can feel really bad if you select them at the wrong time. Basically, you need to be aware of the fact that your output is going to be quite a bit lower over time than other assassin heroes. So you really need a few conditions to be met for these picks to make sense, which brings me to the when part of this video. First, you need to be a later pick in the draft. Certain heroes like Medivh, Zarya, or Tassadar can render a Burst Assassin pretty much useless, so you need to be fairly certain that those picks aren't going to pop up. Second, you need to be sure that your team has a good composition for 4v5 engagements. Because you'll often be flanking or waiting on certain enemy cooldowns to be popped before you can blow your burst damage, you need to be sure that your team can hold their own until you find that opportunity. Pay particular attention to your team's damage output. You want to pick a Burst Assassin alongside a high damage output hero like Gul'dan, Lunara, or even Kael'thas, the type of hero that you can reliably count on to top the damage charts, because often you're going to rely on their damage to bait out cooldowns and set up your picks. The third and final condition is that you need the enemy to have targets that you can delete. Low health pool heroes that rely on their positioning and their teammates to protect them as opposed to their own abilities. My favorite heroes to pick Nova against right now are Whitemane, Lieutenant Morales, and really any mage. Now, for the how, I want to give you some pointers on how to make sure that you are effective when you pick Burst Assassin. There's a good reason that Burst Assassins have a bad rap in Hero League because a lot of the time they have major gaps in their contributions. Low experience, poor wave clear, and bad map control are things that you're going to have to learn to overcome. Basically, you need to make sure that you are being effective when you aren't getting picks. One of my biggest pet peeves is when Burst Assassins think they're exempt from soaking lanes because they're too busy trying to force ganks. Let your experience contribution be your identifier for if you are doing a good job of this. Low experience contribution is the single biggest pitfall of Burst Assassin mains, and it often turns them into a burden for their team and puts them under even greater pressure to get picks, and forcing plays is a recipe for disaster. Now, my most played hero in the entire game is Nova, so I've made a separate video to address some more specific areas with her, which will have you dominating the entire map, topping the experience charts, in between getting game-changing deletions. She's who I main, and just today I used her to carry my promotion game into Diamond 2. It focuses on Nova, but it is applicable to any deletion-based hero, so I'm going to throw it on the screen at the end of the video in a moment, as well as in the description below. So if you want to take the game into your own hands, become the win condition, and don't mind having the success of your entire team ride on your shoulders, you should pick Burst Assassin, but only at times when it works in draft. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate each and every new subscriber. If you want to help me grow the channel, please do throw a like on it, since that helps more people see it, and let me know what you are thinking in the comment section. I'm always game to discuss the videos or take suggestions on what my next video should focus on. Thanks again for watching. Have a great week.